Are you curious about the difference between modular versus integrated pilot training? Both programs give you the exact same pilot's license, so which one should you choose? Answers coming right up. Welcome back to Aviator Inspirations. It's so nice to have you back, seeing all of your smiling faces. On this channel, I take the mystery out of the aviation industry, so if you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my future videos. This video is all about which pilot training program you should choose. Canada is relatively new to the integrated pilot programs, and many people aren't even aware of their benefits. As always, I'm going to link several schools in the description below to get you started, but do your own research to find the best school that suits you and your training budget. So let's first start with what is modular pilot training, and then I'll explain the differences of the integrated training. Modular pilot training is designed to take you from zero experience to a fully licensed pilot in stages. Just like the name implies, you do modules or sections of training based on your time schedule and availability. You begin with a private pilot's license. You learn the ground theory, pass the exams, you learn to fly, and you pass a flight test. Check out the card for a fully detailed video. Now you are a licensed private pilot. Next, you begin building time in combination with your commercial pilot training. Part of this training is your multi-engine and IFR rating, and you have to pass all the written exams and flight tests. Your total flight time after modular pilot training is around 220 hours. The biggest advantage of modular pilot training is the flexibility that it gives you. If you are a high school or university student, you work full-time, or you're making a career change, the modular pilot training is for you. You can train when your schedule allows it, and you have the ability to customize it to fit your life. You can start training right away. You don't need to wait for the next class, and there are no requirements to start. You can even start flying as early as 14 years old. I had my private pilot's license at 17 years old, even before my full driver's license. Another advantage is that you don't need all the money up front. You can pay as you fly. Modular pilot training will cost about the same as integrated pilot training, maybe a little bit less, around $65,000, but it all depends how long you take. That is the biggest disadvantage of modular pilot training, because it's up to you to stay on track and motivated to learn. This is adult education after all, and no one's going to push you. If you are consistent, flying 2 to 3 times a week, you can accomplish all of your flight training in 2 to 3 years. It will be a little bit longer than the integrated pilot program, but can cost less money. But if you fly sporadically, you start and stop your training, then it will take even longer to finish your pilot training and can cost more than the integrated program. The final disadvantage of modular pilot training is that you cannot write your ATPL exams until you have 750 hours. After getting your commercial pilot's license with your multi-IFR rating, you have to go and get your first job, build those hours, and then come back and study for your ATPL exams. So overall, modular pilot training is best for those who need flexibility in their pilot training, who don't have the money up front, or don't want to do this as a career. If you do want to pursue flying as a career and finish your training in the shortest amount of time possible to take advantage of the pilot shortage, then the integrated pilot training program is for you. The integrated pilot program offers you a very structured course and takes you from zero experience to a commercial pilot with a multi-IFR rating and your ATPL exams complete, all in 12 to 18 months. This course is intense. To get accepted into an integrated pilot program, you have to meet several requirements. You have to be 17 years old with a high school diploma, get your Category 1 medical, pass Level 4 ICAO English, and do an interview with the flight school. The biggest advantage of an integrated pilot program is that you write the ATPL exams as part of the training. You don't have to wait to get 750 hours. The exams are also valid for 5 years versus only 2 years without the program. You still have to build 1500 hours to get the actual ATPL pilot's license, but at least the exams are out of the way and you can focus all of your energy to building your flight hours. To be able to offer this type of program, flight schools have to cover more topics, like CRM, SOPs, decision-making techniques, leadership and communication skills, FMS operation, CFIT, SMS, and others. But be aware, not every flight school will cover all of these topics. A 12-month program will cover less than an 18 to 20-month program. So the only benefit of a longer program is the quality of training, the scope of material that is covered, and it could be a little bit slower paced so you have more time to absorb the information. But remember, all programs give you the exact same pilot's license and around 200 hours of flight time. If you're an international student, an integrated pilot program might be required by your airline, so it might help you get a job back home. The disadvantage to an integrated pilot program is it's very fast paced. You have to commit to it full time and take the training seriously. Training is 5 days a week, sometimes into weekends if the weather is bad, and you have to be able to progress with the curriculum. There's very little room for extra lessons, and because of this, many people fail the program. It can be as high as 50% of the class. The cost for integrated programs range from $60,000 to $80,000, and unlike modular pilot training, you typically need to have the money up front. Competition is high for these programs, and you need to wait for the next start date, which is typically once a year. So if you want to start flight training immediately, the modular pilot training is the only way you can do that. Now I know some of you might be thinking whether an integrated pilot program will help you get a job faster in Canada. And the answer is no. Whether you took an integrated program or did the modular training, you have an aviation diploma or university degree, if you speak 3 languages, none of that matters. All that matters are hours. Hours, hours, hours. Flight hours, your attitude and reputation in the industry is the only thing that sets pilots apart. So I hope this video helped you understand which pilot program is right for you. If you guys want one-on-one mentoring or to talk to me about your pilot career, check out my Patreon page. There you can get exclusive content, access to early videos, and the ability to talk to me in person. Smash like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you on Patreon.